So in Saints, a shotgun handoff to Henry. And not much of a second down and 9. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Hey, report.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still going. They can't stop him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 50 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Tucker now to kick it. We will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing now is Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Kamara up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. This is 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He completes it to Henry. There he goes again. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate.
Stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They give it to him again. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense up to the line fast. Another carry for him. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now. The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Dak now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Frank Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Outright McCaffrey makes the grab. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he's out in the clear. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers will... Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. They'll run here on 1st down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
There we go.
Fullback dive up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points of this game. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Dukes out a run stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Here's Purdy to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers in possession. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. From the gun is Purdy. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Headed out right. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We've got a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Another shot at this extra point here. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's able to drive up past the 40. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. From the 43. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. He puts some juice on a deep throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. Into the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Makes a cut to the right sideline. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, here we go.
Trying the right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play. And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They stick with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
McCaffrey. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Working quickly here. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They send Samuel right. Purdy trying on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He puts big gain downfield. The 40. Hits the 20. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. 19 Tiger.
Purdy to throw it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take the lead on that successful kick. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Samuel now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's brought down for a loss. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Shut up! Cowboy 80!
Now it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Let's go now.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Purdy on first down. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Cowboys down by 7. First and 10 from the 41.
Yeah!
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He'll look to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they can take a moment. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54.
Setting up to pass. Finds him on the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here he is to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
There you go. 47. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Kill. 26.
To throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Offense to the line for second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. Got to figure out this third down here. He'll throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.